I think that the reason that people will like or dislike Spawn is because of the attitude of him, and that he hasn't been quite as polished as a lot of mainstream characters that are out there, Superman and Batman and Spider-Man and stuff like that. But because he still has those little kind of cuts on him and those things that can kind of hook you, I think that's the reason for his success. I think it's that mentality of, and it's not intentional, but why people like stuff like Rambo First Blood, that my guy he doesn't push first, but when you do push him, he pushes back with meaning. And so I think Spawn is in that pocket that's, I don't want to say adolescence. Adolescence is being too much of a stereotype, but adolescence in terms of right here. You know, I mean, I'm 35 and I think I'm still a kid. When I look at a lot of video games, I look at them more for, like, if I could play it, would that be cool? And so, again, when I go to video arcades and stuff, I can sit there and go, I've never played any of these, but if I was gonna plunk down my 50 cents, this would be the game right here, because it just has, again, either a feel to it, the characters are neat, the action's kind of cool, the sound effects, something there that, to me, this is the best one in the room. There's a million fight games out there on some level. There's a million scrolling games. So how can we kind of take little bits and pieces of these things and not create something completely original? Because it's like, you know, none of us are that good that we can come up with that wholly original idea. But how can we make this thing slightly different? That's really the goal. I'm trying to keep Sony in the mindset, and they've been very good so far, of trying to go, let's just do a little bit of this and this and this. And we hope that the whole becomes better than the parts. What I do see myself doing, and I think people aren't paying attention, is that, especially people within the comic book world, is that when I'm not drawing the pages, and I'm going, how come you're not penciling the book anymore? And it is because I'm creating toys, I'm creating a show, I'm creating a movie, I'm helping to create video games. So I'm not stopping the creative process. Right. I'm just moving it someplace else. So I still always see myself creating. It just might, some of it is in a public arena, and some of it is in a private arena. I still see myself doing a lot of what I'm doing right now, not losing the passion. Right. It just might not be as in your face. At the end of the day, I go play ball. I take the kids for a walk in the park and, you know, say hi to my wife, and I'm pretty bland, you know. It's just that, because I think people have an odd tendency to say, what kind of psycho thinks these things up? But the thing is at least in my example here, and I got to believe most of this is true, I sleep like a baby. I don't remember my dreams, and when I wake up, I feel good and I feel refreshed, and then I go into my office and I create mayhem. Oh, I'm telling you, bud, it's the only thing I haven't conquered in life is baseball. So I'm telling you, that phone rings right now, and it's Marge Schott, and she wants me to patrol center field for the Reds. I'm out of here. I dump all this, like. So, I mean, do I like Spawn? Oh, of course I do. But would I like to play center field in Cincinnati? You betcha. You know, I mean, that was, when I was a kid, that was the first thing that I mean, sports was everything, you know. To get the gospel spread, you have to do these things. And part of getting people to know about your product is you have to, like, get it out to literally millions of people. You have to use these vehicles, movie being one of them, that are accessible ways to get people to it, and you just go, okay, well, we needed a movie. We needed a video game that maybe sold 3 million units. It's too bad it didn't sell 30 million units, right? You know, because again, every guy doesn't have one. So, well, who doesn't have one? We got to go hit him with something else. I don't really know. You know, again, what can you do with most superpowers? People have asked me, like, if you could have one superpower, what would it be? Well, that's an easy one, world peace. You know, okay, I'm done. You know, and it's like that. You're done in one day. But anything less than that, you know, is kind of like, well, what are you gonna do with it? I think if I had superpowers, I don't know that I'd save anybody from bank robbers. I'd probably just make sure that I took care of all the little personal things in my life. You know, so. That guy's had my lawnmower for 3 months. I'm gonna kick his friggin' garage in. I'm gonna get my lawnmower and piss on him if he wants it. You know, it's mine. So and that makes sense to him. So he functions on the small level, given that he's a pawn in a chess game called Armageddon between heaven and hell. So here's the big thing, but he doesn't get it. It's too much for him. But he gets the little personal stuff. All the other stuff that heaven and hell is kind of throwing down upon him is just noise, and he just wants some peace and quiet. Again, the original goal was to have Spawn become a household name, but the real answer is to have Spawn become a half a household name. And it's the guy upstairs that's got the music blaring that gets it, that's like going, and so that's the half of the house we got to hit. It seems like everything's kind of being shot down to this kind of 5 to 9-year-old mentality. And to me, I don't really want Spawn swimming in that pool. I just think that once kids hit adolescence, all they really give them is really maybe some music and video games, and that seems like to be the only thing we really target at them. And so, why can't there be something out there? Why can't there be the equivalent of an MTV character out there, which is what my guy is, that mom and dad doesn't get it. Dad gets it. I'm going to tell you right now. Dad will get it. Dad just won't endorse it when mom's around, right? So mom won't get it. So she's not going to endorse it. Dad just goes, just keep it away from mom.